And when you're prepared, please give me the thumbs up.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. We're calling the order this meeting of the Illinois Board of Review for today, May 5th, 2026. We will begin by hearing from the Law Department regarding matters that have been resolved or continuances that have been requested. Before we begin, there are several preliminary things I'd like to put on the record. One, if you are in a vehicle, you must be parked in a safe place. We will not hear matters that are being argued from a moving vehicle. Two, this is a formal hearing. So that means that even if you're virtual, you must be present yourself as if you're in a formal hearing in the building, which means no sleepwear. Please be dressed. Please dress appropriately. Gentlemen should not be wearing headgear unless it's a religious requirement. I ask that you would not, if you're wearing underclothing that's visible, you put on a shirt. So that's what's required to participate in the hearing. Also, the matter, all of these hearings are being recorded by a court reporter as well as the system itself. And so that means that you can't talk over one another. There won't be a clear hearing, a clear record if you do that. So we're asking everyone just to be really patient and to allow the other person to complete their statement before you begin speaking. And the final thing, we do have probably at least one matter that has an interpreter. So that means when we have an interpreter, all of us just have to allow the interpreter to hear everything and to make the translation before we continue on. Thank you very much. We will now hear from the Law Department.
Good afternoon, board members. Michael Rulo on behalf of the city.
Good afternoon.
I would turn your attention to begin with to number 11 on the list, appeal ending 002 539 5640 Woodbine Avenue, Access Realty LLC. That matter is moot.
Moot, thank you.
Turning to number 18, appeal ending 002 994 327 South 44th Street, William Burson, moot.
Moot.
Number 20, appeal ending 003 057 815 West Allens Lane, Gray Heck. My understanding is that was withdrawn by the appellant.
Okay, thank you.
Number 22, appeal ending 003 117 1917 Manton Street, Andrew Hall, moot.
Moot.
Number 26, appeal ending 003 343 3615 Spring Garden Street, appellant first name QI, last name LI, moot.
Moot.
Pardon, I'm having a laptop issue. Turning to number 28, appeal ending 003 363 12. Sorry, my laptop just crashed, so I need to see if I can get access to the list. Number 28, appeal ending 003 363 1247 East Luzerne Street, Delano Turnipseed, moot.
Moot.
Yes. Number 29, appeal ending 003 366 1620 Mount Vernon Street, appellants Judy and Timothy Sorensen. That matter is moot.
Thank you.
Number 32, appeal ending 003 374 802 Judson Street, Marv Harrison doing business as Harrison Incorporated, moot. Number 33, appeal ending 003 379 2237 Kimball Street, appellant Danielle Brown Alexander, moot. Number 34, appeal ending 003 385 100 Snyder Avenue, Robert Petrol, moot. Number 38, appeal ending 003-410, 4938 B Street, Marita Woods, moot. Number 39, 003-417, 6642 Yoakum Street, Nick Crocetto, moot. Number 40, 003-418, 3629 Germantown Avenue, Elizabeth Alice. That, my understanding is that was withdrawn by the appellant.
Yes.
Number 41, 003-450, 1201 Lombard Street, Scott Burtis, moot. Number 42, 003-455, 441 South 61st Street, Invested Management LLC. My understanding is that was withdrawn by the appellant.
Yes.
Number 45, 003-461, 5247 North 13th Street, and An Pham, moot. Number 46, 003-465, 4724 to 28 Parkside Avenue, C&K Enterprises Co., LLC, moot. Number 47, 003-482, 625 East Clementine Street, Egina Batiglani, doing business as Ginark Investments and Management, moot. Number 54, 003-643, 1854 South 24th Street, Kevan Gorbanyan. My understanding is that was withdrawn by the appellant. And same for number 55, which is 003-644, also 1854 South 24th Street, also appellant Kevan Gorbanyan. That was withdrawn by the appellant. Number 56, 003-660, 4941 Aurora Street, Maria Peralta Cruz, moot.
Oh. Okay, is the interpreter present?
I believe they're labeled as Hozu.
Yes, good afternoon. Good afternoon,
Yes,
Mr.
good
Chair.
afternoon. Sir, would you put your name on the record, please?
Yes, sir. My name is Josue Arriaga, and I'm a Spanish interpreter. My ID is D as in Delta, X as in X-ray 156.
And just spell your last name for us, please.
Yes, Arriaga is spelled A as in Alpha, double R as in Romeo, E-A, G as in Golf, A as in Alpha.
Okay. Raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear to faithfully interpret from Spanish to English, English to Spanish, proceedings regarding 4941 Aurora Street, Maria Peralta Cruz?
I do.
Okay, thank you. So now what we will do is read in the case again, and everything that's said from this point forward, please interpret for us, please. Okay, let's begin. Read it in.
Number 56, 003-660, 4941 Aurora Street, appellant Maria Peralta Cruz.
Entonces vamos a llamar al caso número 56-003-660-4941 de Aurora Street, la apelante María Peralta Cruz.
And that case is being marked as moot.
Y ese caso está siendo marcado como inválido.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Cruz, if you're present, that means that your matter is resolved for today and you may, you excuse from the hearing.
Sí, así que señora Cruz, si usted está presente, eso significa que su asunto está resuelto por el día de hoy, así que usted está excusada de estar aquí en esta audiencia.
Thank you very much. The interpreter, you're excused as well.
All right. Thank you so much for using our services and have a wonderful day, everyone.
Thank you.
So really quick, oh, that's okay. For future, if we have an agreement, would we want that read in Spanish, even though they've already signed the agreement?
Well, this one, if there was an agreement, if
Yes.
that should also be interpreted. In this instance, it was moot.
There were, all right. Not anything that needs to muddy up this record, but we do
Okay.
have some agreements that are coming.
Okay. If the individual who's party to the agreement requires interpretation, then we would have that interpreter participate. Okay. So it appears that we do need the interpreter for 2 additional cases. Oh, so I prematurely excuse the interpreter.
They're not present on the call.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Continue.
Turning to number 61, appeal ending 003-899, 1918 Hart Lane, Renee Anderson. That matter is moot.
Okay.
And that does it for the moots. I do have a couple of preliminary items for myself before
Yes.
turning it over to my colleagues.
Yes.
Beginning with number 2, appeal ending 001-121, 700 to 42 Adams Avenue, 05 Pete Incorporated, doing business as Euphoria Restaurant. There was an unopposed continuance request from appellant's counsel due to a hearing conflict. I'm not sure if the board has granted that or not.
Not yet. Is the attorney present?
I spoke with him a short while ago, and he is actively in the hearing this
Oh, he is?
afternoon. Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, in that instance, then we will grant the request for continuance. This is the second listing,
That is correct.
so we should note this must be tried in the next hearing.
I would, and I understand that your board members,
Yeah.
I would just note that both of the continuances have been by appellant's counsel. I don't want to put my client in a position if
Okay.
there's something I can't predict that comes up.
Sure.
I don't want to, I would just ask
Okay.
that we not
All
be
right.
bound by that.
So noted. We'll just mark it as continued.
Thank you.
Okay. We need to go off the record just for a moment. Just one moment. Yeah, Adams Avenue. Regarding, on the record, we're back on the record, Mr. Kelly. I just want to go back and revisit 700 to 42 Adams Avenue. We will grant a continuance, but we do want to, and this is, forgive me for misspeaking earlier, we will note it as must be tried. And of course, we will hear whatever argument at that time that's appropriate and make the appropriate decision, okay?
Okay.
All right. All right, let's proceed. Any additional items?
Yes, I do. Turning to number 3, appeal ending 001-264, 5610 Germantown Avenue, appellant Karina Ginyard. There is an unopposed continuance request from opposing counsel in that matter. I believe Mr. Cook is on the line right now, so I will turn it over to him, but I would just note this was previously continued because there was a pending zoning board hearing in April.
Right.
The expectation was that we would get here and have this resolved.
Right.
Unfortunately, the zoning hearing was continued to July,
Ooh.
which is why we are here again for this. So
Okay.
with that, I will turn it over to the illustrious Mr. Harry Cook.
Okay, his name is not noted on the record, so he's the counsel for the appellant.
I believe that is an issue that Mr. Cook will bring up as well.
Mr. Cook?
Mr. Chairman, members of the board, good afternoon. Yes, I am the attorney of record for this. I had made an appearance at the last hearing for continuance request as well. As Mr. Rillo stated, this was scheduled for a ZBA hearing in April. The Registered Community Organization wanted us to come back for an additional meeting, which we have scheduled for later this month. And our hearing is scheduled for July 15th. So we would ask that this be continued one additional time with the hope that this will be marked moot complied by the time the next listing comes about.
Okay, and any opposition from the city?
No, I would just say that I think given the realities of how long it can take certain decisions to come about and then the permits to happen, that I think even if this is granted by the ZBA in July, the earliest realistic date that it could be marked moot complied is probably the end of September. So if it's going to be continued, I would suggest perhaps October.
Okay, we're unopposed to working out that schedule between the two of you in terms of the appropriate time to bring it back and with the administrator.
Any time works for the city.
Okay, so Mr. Cook, if you would check with the council and the boards to determine what makes the most sense, because again, we just loathe to continue noting these matters that have been listed more than twice. So
I
we want to
understand,
avoid
Mr.
that.
Chair.
So we will, again, in this instance as well, mark it as must be tried. So we will continue it for today and note it as must be tried. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, just one moment again. For some reason, I'm having issues with my system. Yeah. Maybe I need difference. Mind sharing? No. Okay. We're gonna proceed. Anyone else? You have more matters?
I do. Turning to number 51, appeal ending 003-495, 6801R New Street Road. Appellant Kaplan Company, and the attorney is Mr. Eric Bodson. There was an unopposed, this is a first listing, and there was an unopposed continuance request because I believe compliance is imminent.
Okay. All right, we'll note it as continued.
I believe Mr. Bodson is here, so I didn't know if.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Solicitor, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so note it as continued, we'll proceed. Thank you.
The only other preliminary item I have, and I'm not sure the order in which the board wants to address it, is that there are 3 appeals from the same corporate entity that appear to not have an attorney. I don't know if you want to hear agreements first or address that. I leave it.
No, which one, which 3 are those?
The 3 are numbers 14, 15, and 16 on the list, all in concern US Best Construction LLC.
Okay. Is anyone present representing US Best Construction? Anyone present? Anyone present representing the interests of 469 Arenia Street or 4475 Fleming Street or 469, again, Arenia Street? Anyone present? No one is responding, so let's do this. Let's check for service on each one separately, then we will make a decision.
Starting with Appeal 14, ending 2968, appellants listed 7510 Pauling Street, Philadelphia, PA on the appeal application. Notice of today's hearing was sent to that same mailing address on March 27th, 2026 with a 12:30 start time.
Okay, no one responding. What is your pleasure?
We would ask be dismissed for failure to appear.
What time do we have?
1:07 p.m.
1:07 p.m. We will poll the board regarding HA 2025-002968, 469 Arenia Street, US Best Construction LLC. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
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 Dismissed failure to appear. Dismissed for failure to appear.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's move on to the next matter.
Moving to number 15 on the list, appeal ending 2969. Appellants listed 7510 Pauling Street, Philadelphia, PA on the appeal application. And notice of today's hearing was sent to that same mailing address on March 27th, 2026 with a 12:30 start time.
Thank you very much. What is the city's pleasure?
Dismissed for failure to appear would be our request.
Okay, and what time do we have?
1:08 p.m.
1:08 p.m. We will poll the board regarding HA 2025-002969, 4475 Fleming Street, US Best Construction LLC. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
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 Dismissed failure to appear. Dismissed for failure to appear.
Lastly, for these matters, number 16, appeal ending 2972. Appellants listed 7510 Pauling Street on the appeal application. and notice of today's hearing was sent to that same mailing address on March 27th, 2026, with a 12:30 start time.
Okay, what is the city's pleasure?
We'd request dismissed for failure to appear.
Okay, what time do we have?
1:09 PM.
1:09 PM. We will poll the board regarding the HA 2025-002972, 469 Arania Street, US Best Construction LLC. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismiss 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 failure to appear. Dismiss for failure to appear.
You're good. Thank you.
And thank you, board members. That completes my business, if I can please be.
Thank you very much. Anyone else in the room? Okay. Oh, there you go.
Yes, good afternoon. Amy Skiles, on behalf of the city. I'd like to direct the board's attention to number 31, HA 2025-003372. For 7120 Forest Avenue. I had an opportunity to speak with the appellant briefly, and we've agreed to a continuance today. It is the first listing.
Okay, and who is the appellant?
Tanita Custis.
Ma'am, is that your name? Oh, okay. All right, and so would you raise your right hand because I'm going to ask you a couple questions. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give would be the truth so help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right, thank you. So you're joining the city with a request to continue this matter to a future date?
Yes.
All right, thank you. All right, based on that, we will continue the matter. Thank you. You have a good day.
I do have a few additional matters.
Okay.
Beginning with number 6 on the list, HA 2025-002165 at 4030 Powelton Avenue. The appellant is ENC Contractor, Inc. We came to an agreement on this matter for a city affirm with a $500 fine.
Okay, city affirm $500 fine. Okay, thank you very much.
Number 7, HA 2025-002168 at 213 South 53rd Street. The appellant is ENC Contractor, Inc. For this one, we also came to an agreement for a city affirm with a $500 fine.
Thank you, city affirm $500 fine. Thank you.
For HA 2025, it's number 8 on the list, HA 2025-002540 at 4030 Powelton Avenue. The appellant is ENC Contractor, Inc. For this one, we came to an agreement for a city affirm with a $150 fine.
Thank you very much.
Ms. Skiles is the attorney for the appellant present.
She's not. She did let me know she had a court hearing this afternoon and wouldn't be able to attend.
Okay.
It's fine.
Number 9 on the list, HA 2025-002167 at 4030 Powelton Avenue. This appellant is Realty Plus. We came to an agreement for a city affirm with a $500 fine.
Thank you.
For number 10, HA 2025-002538 at 5640 Woodbine Avenue. The appellant is Access Realty, LLC. This one is an agreement for a city affirm with a 60-day stay of enforcement.
60-day stay. Thank you.
And that concludes my preliminary matters.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else in the room with the preliminary matter?
Good afternoon, board members. Alana Larson for the city.
Good afternoon.
I just wanted to check if number 25, HA 2025-003247, the appellant is Eugenia Menace.
Yes.
Yes.
Her attorney had emailed the board asking for this to be continued. And
So we actually decided, sorry if I'm allowed to
Okay,
speak.
wait a minute, wait. The Eugenia Menace, you are present? Would you? that you?
Yes. Yes, I'm from
and
the law
who's your
office of Dmitry Smirnov.
Oh, Okay, she the appellant or the lawyer?
I believe she's the paralegal.
I'm the paralegal.
No attorney was entered for this appeal, to my knowledge.
Okay,
Absolutely.
ma'am, where's Eugenia Menace?
Right next to me.
I'm here.
Okay, she's the person we want to speak with. You are not an attorney, correct, ma'am?
No,
No.
I'm not.
So you can't speak for her. She has to speak for herself.
Absolutely.
We just wanted to pay the fine.
Did you hear what I just said?
Yes, okay, let's stop. Yes. Okay. I'm listening.
Okay, ma'am, your name?
My name is Eugenia Menes.
Okay, would you raise your right hand, please, to be sworn? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. You can place your hand down. Okay, I just want to get everything straight here. So, Ms. Larson, what is the issue
There is an underlying case in the Court of Common Pleas that they have an attorney for. That attorney emailed the board requesting a continuance
for today?
for today. The city had no objection, but I believe they just said they would like to just pay the fine. It's the violation's an SVN.
Okay, Ms. Menace, is that your position that you
Yes.
just want to pay the fine and not continue with the appeal?
Yes. Yes. So this is my
Oh.
decision.
Okay, so that means that you would withdraw your appeal and that would resolve it. Just send a notice to the lawyer and the administrator that you want to withdraw your appeal.
Пришлют мне papers, как это будет выглядеть. Yes.
Do you
Will
understand
I-
what I just said?
Will I get the bill for the payment?
Okay, ma'am, do you need an interpreter? A Spanish language interpreter? Would that help?
No. No.
No?
No.
No, okay. All right, well, in this instance, we will, if you, are you willing to state for the record that you want to withdraw your appeal?
Yes.
You have to say so.
Yes. I want to withdraw the appeal.
We didn't understand what you just said.
I want to withdraw the appeal.
Okay, thank you very much. We will note for the record that this matter has been withdrawn, and that closes out this case. Okay? And you'll pay the fine, and that'll be it. Okay? Have a good afternoon.
Thank
board
you.
members.
Good afternoon, Board. Cordell Spires for the city.
Good afternoon.
So I
Oh,
have,
just one moment before you continue. Ms. Menace, you and the young lady sitting next to you are free to go. You don't have to remain. Your matter has been resolved. This is a public hearing. You can sit through all the hearings if you like, but you aren't required to.
I think she's frozen.
They're frozen? Okay, all right. It's an interesting start to today's hearings. It frozen in place, oh boy. Okay, please proceed, sir.
yes, Chair. So my first case is number 21, appeal ending in 3075. 2409 Roma Drive is the address. Christine Williams is the appellant. We've come to an agreement on that case. City affirm with a 90-day stay of enforcement.
Okay, 90-day stay. All right, thank you.
And Ms. Williams, I'm going to call you after I'm done here. Yeah.
Is she on the?
Yeah, I can see her. Yeah.
Yeah, she's on the call.
She's muted. Okay, all right, thank you, ma'am. Your matter has been resolved. Okay, thank you. You have any additional matters?
Yes. So my next matter is number 24, appeal ending in 3208, 2949 Grandsback Street. Appellant is Isaiah Hammond, doing business as Cultivated Estates LLC. We've come to an agreement on that case. City affirmed with a 60-day stay of enforcement.
Okay, thank you.
Next case is number 27, appeal ending in 3361, 1524 Sansom Street. Richard Chodak, doing business as 1524 Realty, Inc. That's going to be a joint continuance.
Oh, that's a continuous request. I have it noted as moot on my preliminary case, no?
Oh, I don't.
It was ready as moot earlier.
27 or 28?
Just one moment. Off the record. So would you repeat 27, please?
Yes, so that's gonna be, appeal ending in 3361, 1524 Sansom Street. Richard Chodak doing business as 1524 Realty Inc. That's gonna be a joint continuance.
Joint continuance request?
Yes.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Next case is number 35, appeal ending in 3393, 1600 Washington Avenue. Appellant is 1600 Washington Avenue LP. That's going to be an agreement, city affirm, and the appellant will pay $150.
$150 fine?
Yes.
Okay.
Next case is going to be number 44, appeal ending in 3458, 1945 East Allegheny Avenue. Abyssinia Sullivan doing business as MOR 24-hour convenience store. That's going to be a joint continuance.
Joint continuance request?
Yes.
Okay.
Last case for me is number 49, appeal ending in 3485, 5632 Wendell Avenue. Janet Lloyd is the appellant. That's going to be an agreement, city affirm with a 90-day stay of enforcement.
90-day stay?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else in the room with a preliminary matter for the record?
Good afternoon, members of the board.
Afternoon.
Jeffrey Cohen for the City of Philadelphia. If I could turn the board's attention to number 17, and there is Mr. Richard Vanderslice, attorney for Balachi Properties LLC, is here on the Zoom.
Good
afternoon, members of the board.
Good afternoon.
The parties were fortunate to reach an agreement at the 11th hour to a city affirmed with a stay of enforcement of 62 days per the agreement that the city emailed to this board a couple of hours ago.
Okay, Mr. Vanderslice, are you confirming that agreement?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you. So noted. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Nice to see you, sir.
And if I could please turn the board's attention to numbers 36 and 37 on the list.
Okay.
And Mr. Harry Cook, who just turned his camera on, who is here for, Bella Strasnick and Christopher Franklin, and the property at 2808 to 12 Almond Street. The parties have reached an agreement, which I believe was emailed to the board yesterday, for a stay of enforcement for a period, city affirmed with a stay of enforcement for a period of 90 days, per the terms of the agreement that was emailed.
Okay, now that agreement covers both
It
appeals,
does.
both matters?
It covers both matters 36 and 37.
Okay, and that's HA 2025-003406 and HA 2025-003407.
That is correct.
Okay, settlement for both, and then 90-day stay covers both.
It does.
Okay, all right, thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Cook.
Thank
Oh,
you.
is Mr. Cook present?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
I just, I guess you should on the record indicate that you agree with, want to confirm that those terms?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I confirm that the terms are correct.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, anything else?
I do. If I could turn the board's attention to number 53. This was an appeal filed by Jerome Henry as an expediter for the property at 2134 Friendship Street, owner Akosua Opoku. The parties have reached an agreement for city affirmed with a stay of enforcement of 120 days.
120-day stay?
That's
Okay,
correct.
thank you very much.
And the final matter that I have, turning the board's attention to number 23. This is appeal ending, or HA 2025-003126. The appellant is Philly Flips LLC, but it was filed by, I believe, the principal of the LLC, Raj Bala. I noted in the city's email, I think yesterday, with the city's exhibits, that an attorney would be required to represent the LLC. I'm wondering if an attorney is here to represent that LLC.
Okay, is anyone present representing the interests of Philly Flips LLC, 2028 Fernon Street? Anyone present representing today's matter regarding 2028 Fernon Street? Anyone present? Rajat Kant Bala, I believe, is the individual associated with it. Anyone present? No one's responding. Let's confirm service.
Appellants in this matter listed 3203 Pierview Lane, Philadelphia, PA on their appeal application. And notice of today's hearing was sent to that same mailing address on March 27th, 2026 with a 12:30 start time.
Okay. Given that there's no response, what's your pleasure?
The city respectfully requests dismissed for failure to appear.
Okay, what time do we have?
1:25 PM.
1:25 PM. We will poll the board regarding HA 2025-003-126, 2028 Vernon Street, Pellet Philly Flips LLC. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear. Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear. Dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you.
Chair,
Thank you,
excuse
Congressman.
me, this is the court reporter. Could I just mention that, Board Member Pincus, I'm having some difficulty hearing you.
Okay,
Your voice is very faint.
okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, members of the board. I believe that concludes my matters. May I please be excused?
Yes, you excuse, sir.
Have a
Anyone
wonderful
else in the
afternoon.
room with the matter, preliminary matter?
Good afternoon. May it please the board, Leonard F. Reuter for the city of Philadelphia.
Good afternoon.
Only because I didn't hear it, I just want to confirm that number 18, HA 2025-002994 for 327 South 44th Street, that should be marked moot complied, but
It was marked as moot, but it should be moot complied.
yeah, well, moot complied, yeah. I think.
Okay, we'll note as moot complied.
Thank you. Also had a question regarding number 30 on the list, and we indicated this in an email to the board when we submitted our exhibits. This is number 30, HA 2025-003371, 3224 Byberry Road. That is appellant Mahmoud Alabed. The city, first of all, we did send our exhibits to the board. We tried a couple different decipherings of the email address that was provided on the notice of appeal. Both of them bounced back, but we were also indicating that, in fact, the appeal should be, the appellant should be represented by an attorney because, in fact, it is an LLC. So I don't know if there's anybody here for
Well,
that.
let's see if anyone's present. In the moment, before we do that, we'll just confirm service to make sure the person received it.
Appellants in this matter listed 3345 Decatur Street on the appeal application, and notice of today's hearing was sent to that same mailing address on March 27th, 2026 with a 12:30 start time.
All right, thank you.
And I would further note, again, the appeal was filed by Mahmoud Alabed, trading as Dubai Halal Food. However, we have determined that that is not a fictitious name for Mr. Alabed, but is in fact a registered LLC doing business in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania with the same address of 3345 Decatur Street. So that's why it's our position that it is in fact a corporate entity that needs to be represented by counsel.
Okay. Anyone present? Is Mr. Mahmoud Alabed present? Or anyone representing his interests? Anyone present representing the interests of 3224 Byberry Road? Anyone present? Okay, we've confirmed service, but no one is present and or responding. What is your pleasure?
City would ask that the appeal be dismissed for failing to appear.
Okay, what time do we have?
1:29 PM. Can you hear me, Mr. Kelly?
Yes, thank
Thank you.
Okay, we will poll the board regarding HA 2025-003371, 3224 Byberry Road, Mahmoud Alabed. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear. Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed failure to appear. Dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you.
I have let's see, three other matters, 57, 58, and 59, all regarding appeals on the 1400 block of Kerbal Street. Those were, I believe, administratively continued. I just want to
Yes.
confirm that. Okay.
Yes.
And then lastly, for myself, number 60 on the list, HA 2025-003841 for 5901 Elmwood Avenue. And this may be more of a question for board administration. The list that we have received for the appeals today indicates Idris Sharif as the appellant. However, looking at the appeal paperwork, I have not been able to find that. I'm just wondering if there was maybe a mix-up. I do not see that name on the notice of appeal. There was a prior nunc-pro-tunc that was granted by the board at some point back September or October or something. And that was filed by a that was filed by a person going by Jerome Henry. So I'm not sure whether the notice,
Okay.
whether the, what's going on.
Well, let's check with the administrator. What do we have?
Yep. Mr. Henry submitted the appeal under his own name, and when the board reached out to him to say he couldn't do so as the expediter, he needed to supply us with the appellant name. He gave us the name Idris Sharif. So Mr. Jerome Henry gave us that name when the office reached out. And I do apologize. This is Gabrielle Legendre, board administrator.
Okay,
So-
but just 1 minute before let's confirm service that, I want to know where the notice was filed.
Exactly. That was my next question.
Yep. Mr. Henry listed 4257 North 16th Street on the original appeal, and notice was sent to that mailing address on March 27th, 2026, with a 12:30 start time. But it was also sent to Idris Sharif at the address that Jerome Henry supplied us after the appeal was originally filed, which was 5901 Elmwood Ave, Philadelphia, PA, and that was sent on March 27th, 2026, with a 12:30 start time.
Okay, so the address noted in today's hearing record is the address used for notice?
It was sent to Mr. Henry, yes.
No, for Mr. Sharif.
It was sent to both of the mailing addresses that the office
Yeah.
was given.
Okay.
We would also indicate that, well, if Mr. Henry is an expediter, he's not at the property, but Idris Sharif is also not the owner of the property in question. And therefore, we would have had to do an inquiry in terms of like what exactly is his relationship to the property. But since it appears, I will defer to the board on whether they consider good notice of today's hearing having been sent. If they do, then the city would just ask that the matter be dismissed for failing of anybody to appear.
Okay, just 1 moment. Let me confer with counsel for a moment. Off the record. The individual responsible, the appellant, is actually present. And I believe we called it earlier and no one responded. Just want to make sure. Okay,
If I could, I just had maybe one question to ask, which, may or may not help resolve it. The board did grant a nunc-pro-tunc on this matter. I'm not sure when that nunc-pro-tunc matter.
yeah, our records indicate January 15th.
Right. Who was here for the appellant then?
I don't recall, but if we grant a non-pro-tunc to standing, we do note that counsel for the city waived the standing matter.
I see, okay.
And so that was not an issue at the non-pro-tunc hearing. And given that, that's why we want to make sure that this Idris Sharif or someone else representing the interests of 5901 Elmwood Avenue is present. If no one's present, then we will make a determination today what to do,
Very good.
what we should do. So is anyone present regarding 5901 Elmwood Avenue? Anyone present? No one is responding. We've confirmed service previously. So what is your pleasure?
City would ask that the matter be dismissed for failing to appear.
Thank you. Regarding HA 2025-003841, 5901 Elmwood Avenue, Idris Sharif, this man is dismissed for failure to appear.
The time is 1:35 PM. Dismissed for failure to appear. Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear. Dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I believe that concludes my business for today.
Okay.
May be excused.
Yes, sir. You may be excused.
Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else have a preliminary matter for the record?
Good afternoon, Board. Lydia Anderson on behalf of the city.
Good afternoon, Ms. Anderson. Which matters do you have?
Directing your attention to numbers 4 and 5.
4 and 5? Okay.
Starting with number 4, appeal ending in 001384. The address is 457 East Wyoming Avenue. Appellant is Fausto Pena Picardo, and in that matter, we have reached a settlement agreement for a city affirm with a 120-day stay of enforcement.
Okay. Our record indicates he's represented by counsel. Is it Mr. Vaccaro present?
I believe Mr. Vaccaro had a conflict today
Okay.
and may not be present.
Okay. 120-day stay?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
And turning to number 5, appeal ending in 001385, 459 East Wyoming Avenue, same appellant and settlement for the same city affirm with a 120-day stay of enforcement.
Okay, city affirm, 120-day stay. Okay. All right, thank you very much.
Next, turning the board's attention to number 19 on today's list, appeal ending in 3055. Address is 2435 Arcola Street, appellant Jacqueline Gilmore. That is also a city affirm with a 120-day stay of enforcement.
Thank you.
And I believe that concludes all my matters before, or actually, turning to number 50, I don't believe that the appellant is here, and I just wanted to check on that.
Number 50?
Yes.
Okay, please read that in.
Appeal ending in 3489. Address is 1309 South 17th Street. Appellant is Marco Darrow.
Okay, Marco Darrow present? Marco Darrow. Anyone representing the interests of 1309 South 17th Street? Marco Darrow. Anyone present? Okay, no one's responding. Let's confirm service.
Appellants in this matter listed 401 Church Street, Ambler, PA on the appeal application. Notice of today's hearing was sent to that same mailing address on March 27th, 2026 with a 12:30 start time.
Thank you very much. There's no response. What is your pleasure?
The city would ask that it be dismissed for failure to appear.
Okay, what time do we have?
1:38 p.m.
1:38 p.m. We will poll the board regarding HA 2025 003489 1309 South 17th Street, Marco Darrow. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismiss for failure to appear. Dismiss for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed failure to appear. Dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And now that concludes my matters. May I be excused?
Yes, ma'am. You're excused.
Thank you.
Anyone else in the room with a matter for the record, preliminary matter for the record? Okay, anyone virtually with a preliminary matter for the record, please use the raise hands icon and we will call you. Anyone present? No one is responding, so that we should go to our regular list and call the cases that remain. Oh, wait a minute, before we do that, we do have, the board itself had a few preliminary matters. Number 12. No, strike that.
I think it was continued, so they raised it in a prior hearing.
All right, I stand corrected. Number 12. That's 2025 0022503254 Belgrade Street. Joseph Anton, who's representing the city? Who's representing the city?
I am. I'm on Zoom. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay, Ms. Larson. The issue here, I think there was a standing matter last time. This is the second listing for this. Is the appellant present?
He's not present. I spoke with him. He is currently in the process of getting the deed transferred into his name. So he was aware that this was the second listing and that he asked for it to be continued, because he believes that it'll be done soon.
Okay, does he have legal counsel?
He does not. Well, he does for the deed issue,
Okay,
but not in this hearing.
okay. So the city is not opposed to a continuance?
Yes.
Okay, the city is opposed to a continuance.
No, yes, the city is unopposed.
Okay. All right, thank you very much. Based on, we will continue this matter, but it must be heard, must be tried, okay?
Okay,
All right, thank you very much.
thank you.
Just one moment.
That's it. That was because it was a mistake, but if he files the deed, he doesn't need it. If he doesn't transfer.
Then we'd have to move on. Yeah. Let's move to number 43. That's 3456, last four digits. 4200 Aspen Street. Who's representing this matter for the city? The appellant is Aspen One Properties LLC.
Alana Larson for the city.
Ms. Larson, is the appellant present? RASON, Razon DBA Aspen One Properties LLC. Anyone present representing 4200 Aspen Street? Anyone present? We believe that this matter, because it's an LLC, will require legal counsel, and but no one's responding. Let's confirm service.
Appellants in this matter listed 725 North 42nd Street, Philadelphia, PA on the appeal application. Notice of today's hearing was sent to that same mailing address on March 27th, 2026 with a 12:30 start time.
Okay, no one's responding. Service has been confirmed. Ms. Larson, what is your pleasure?
The city would ask that this would be dismissed for failure to appear.
Okay, what time do we have?
1:43 p.m.
1:43 p.m. We will poll the board regarding HA 2025-003456, 4200 Aspen Street, Razon DBA, Aspen One Properties LLC. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear. Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you very much. Let's see here. Number 52. 3511, that's the 1457 North 52nd Street, Deneen Horn. Who's representing the city?
Good afternoon, Amy Skiles on behalf of the city.
Good afternoon, Ms. Skiles. Is Deneen Horn present? Based on our understanding of the record, this is an LLC or corporate ownership, and an attorney is required. Is Ms. Horn present, Deneen Horn? Or anyone representing Deneen Horn or the address 1457 North 52nd Street? Anyone present? Okay, no one's responding. Let's confirm service.
Appellants in this matter listed 5210 Overbrook Ave, Philadelphia, PA on the appeal application. Notice of today's hearing was sent to that same mailing address on March 27th, 2026 with a 12:30 start time.
Okay. What is your pleasure?
Yes, we would request that the appeal be dismissed for failure to appear.
What time do we have?
1:45 p.m.
1:45 p.m. We will poll the board regarding HA 2025-003511, 1457 North 52nd Street, Deneen Horn. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear. Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All righty. I think now we can look at the list, but give me a moment before we call the first case. Okay, let's call up next matter.
Moving back to the top of the list, that should be number 1 on your list, appeal ending 2329 for 1632 South 21st Street. Appellant Carmela Miller, represented by Mr. David Denenberg.
Okay, who's representing the city?
Just want to plug my computer in so it doesn't.
Okay,
Commissioner, can you hear me?
yes.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Amy Skiles, Skiles, on behalf of the city.
Okay, and Mr. Denenberg, please put your name on the record, please.
Sure. Good afternoon, David Denenberg on behalf of the respondent Carmela Miller.
Okay, thank you very much. Do you have any witnesses for today, Ms. Skiles?
Yes, the city will be calling Inspector Chris Hogan.
Inspector Hogan, I see that you are present. Please raise your right hand.
No.
Do you swear affirm the testimony you give today be the truth to help you God?
Yes, I do.
Thank you very much. Mr. Denenberg, will you have any witnesses today?
I do. I will have the homeowner, Carmela Miller.
Is she present to be sworn? Okay, Ms. Miller, if you would raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth to help you God?
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. You can place your hand down. Okay, Ms. Skiles, let's begin.
Yes. Just before calling Inspector Hogan, I would like to just state a brief opening, if I
Yes,
may.
please.
And I will share some photographs.
Okay.
Okay. So this appeal involves a violation that was issued to 1632 North 21st Street, which is this
Is it North 21st or South 21st?
South, it's South, I apologize, South 21st Street, which is this brown building. It also involves construction that was taking place at 1630 South 21st Street, which is this red brick building. These initial photographs were shown in 2022. As you can see in more recent photographs, there's been significant work done to 1630 South 21st Street. As part of this renovation of the property, a new roof deck was added. And because that roof deck extended past the existing roof line, work also needed to include extending the chimney of the neighboring property, 1632 South 21st Street. At the outset, it was the responsibility of the owner of 1630 to apply for the permits and to extend that chimney. However, this is done, first the contractor and the homeowner need to provide a notice of intent to extend. However, if the owner of the property conducting the construction can provide proof to the department that the neighboring property either refused that chimney extension or failed to respond, the burden of extending the chimney shifts to the neighbor, and the responsibility becomes the neighbor's to extend the chimney, meaning any resulting violation is the violation of the neighboring property, even though they weren't conducting any of the construction at the initial outset. So with that introduction, I would call Inspector Hogan.
Okay. Well, before we proceed, though,
Can I have my opening?
Yeah, just one moment. Just one
Thank
moment. Yes. The type of appeal is property maintenance. So what's the violation?
The violation is, and I can scroll to
Then we'll hear from
My-
Mr. Denenberg. Yeah.
my exhibit here. The violation is actually a violation of a regulation adopted under the building code. And as you can see, it's the you can take your time and read the code language that the owner refused to extend the existing chimney. And in the event that they refuse to do that and the neighboring property provides proof of that, it becomes the adjacent property's responsibility.
Okay, so, and that's noted as a property maintenance violation?
I would say it is more, it could be property maintenance, it could be, let's see who the issuing district is the construction services district. It's difficult to
So it's
kind
a
of-
building code.
It's a building code violation.
Okay,
It could-
I just wanted to understand.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So essentially, it's a building code matter and not so, it's certainly not trash and debris.
No,
or lack of
no,
maintenance.
no.
Okay, all right. Okay, Mr. Denenberg, any preliminary?
Thank you. Yes. So, Ms. Carmela Smith Miller will testify to that in September of 1999, she purchased 1632 South 21st Street, which is the beige house or the third house from the corner of Mountain and South 21st Street. Not until, and her house has remained the same. The chimney has remained in the same location as it was when the house was sold in January of 2023 to E&S 1630 South 21st Street LLC. And they were the owners when the building permits were pulled from the city of Philadelphia. And the contractor who pulled these permits was Subversive Building Services LLC. That individual's first name is Sasha. I don't believe that Sasha is here today, but under the violation, it indicates, which Ms. Skiles showed you, that the owner, that's Ms. Smith Miller, has not responded to the contractor. To the contrary, you'll see testimony and hear testimony that the entire time that the construction was going on, Ms. Smith Miller knew the contractor, found the contractor for the homeowner, and had a very good working relationship with that contractor. And the second one has rejected a notice of the work. We have never rejected the notice of the work to be performed to put a 7-foot extension sticking up in the sky 7 feet above the roof line. Without getting into settlement negotiations, I was the one who drafted a hold harmless agreement for the homeowners to sign and for the contractor to sign. So if the 7-foot chimney blew off and hit somebody on the pavement, it wouldn't be Ms. Smith Miller's responsibility. So we have complied with the ordinance as it reads today. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Ms. Skiles?
Yes.
Wait just one moment. Yeah, just to confirm, the property in question today is the one with the awnings, correct?
Yes, correct. That is the property that received the notice of violation.
Okay, and will we see images of the extended?
The chimney, the reason the violation was issued is because the chimney has not been extended.
Okay. Okay. All right, proceed,
The
please.
chimney has not been extended, but there is a roof deck on the adjacent property.
Correct.
which, because of the roof deck, requires a chimney extension.
Correct.
I see.
They can move the roof deck back 10
Okay,
feet.
let's do this. Let's do this. We're going to do this in order as we always do. So Ms. Skiles, call your witnesses.
Let me just I don't believe it necessary for me to recuse myself, but let me just put on the record that Mr. Dennenberg and I are colleagues or have been colleagues. I have retired as an attorney, but we frequently spoke and referred matters to each other, but it's been more than a year we've had any involvement. But he is a good friend, colleague.
I have no, I won't be making a request for your recusal. No.
And given Mr. Pincus's comments, I would have to state that I've been across the aisle from Mr. Dennenberg multiple times, but have been retired since 2019. And so, and I have not seen Mr. Dennenberg for quite some time. So I don't think I should recuse either.
Okay, any objections?
No objections, no requests, yes.
All right, thank you. All right, but let's proceed then.
Okay, Inspector Hogan?
Hello.
Okay. And, okay, Inspector Hogan, are you familiar with the violation that was issued to 1632 South 21st Street?
Yes.
Now, you'll need to do some foundation with Mr. Hogan as to
Yes.
who he is and
Yes.
et cetera.
And Inspector Hogan, can you please state where you're currently employed?
A building inspector, a certified construction plans review specialist, and a court inspector for the Department of License Inspections, Philadelphia.
Okay. And what are some of your roles and responsibilities with the department?
I review cases that go to court. I testify in municipal court, court of common pleas, this venue, for appeals and of all matters, really.
Okay. And so during the course of your duties, have you become familiar with the property located at 1632 South 21st Street?
Yes.
Okay. And did you review the entire case file in preparation for today's hearing?
Yes.
Did you also review any active or past permits for the neighboring property, 1630 South 21st Street?
Yes.
Okay. And just briefly in your own words, can you describe why the violation was issued to 1632 South 21st Street?
Yes, there's the code consideration is the chimney has to be extended. The code consideration is 7 feet above floor, basically the floor of the roof deck. So it's within 10 feet of the chimney. It has to be extended. So that's the code consideration. I think everybody, both parties would agree it needs to be extended. I think the person doing the construction, the general contractor, offered to extend it, and then there was maybe a disagreement.
Objection, that's hearsay.
So noted. In this instance, we're going to be a little bit liberal on the hearsay matters, so we will allow it.
Well, I would just note my
Your
continuing
objection is
objection
noted.
to testify as to what the
Mr.
contract.
Dennenberg, your objection was reviewed and overruled. We're going to proceed. Please proceed, Ms. Giles.
Yes. So we'll back up. So the work that was done at 1630 North 21st Street, was there a zoning permit issued for that work?
Yes.
Okay. And I would just like to note for the record that the regulations are identified as City Exhibit 2 that pertain to this code provision. So then moving on to City Exhibit 3, Inspector Hogan, can you see the document labeled City Exhibit 3?
Yes.
And what is this document?
Zoning approval, it's zoning permit for the addition roof deck for 1630 South 21st Street.
And what was the date that this zoning permit was issued?
It's 5/11/2023.
Okay. And was there also a corresponding building permit that was issued for the work that was conducted at 1630 North 21st Street?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe they had 2 building permits.
So moving on to City Exhibit 4, can you identify the document that's labeled City Exhibit 4?
Yes, it's a building permit that was issued 6/14/2023. It's for the addition, alteration, the roof deck, for the same property.
Okay. Yes, and the approved scope of work notes that the roof deck will be added.
Correct.
And in your review, has this permit been completed?
Yes.
Okay. And so whose responsibility is it initially to extend the chimney when work is being done above the existing roof line?
The contractor that was doing the addition should do his due diligence. He should contact the neighboring property, and coordinate to extend the chimney.
Okay. And in your review of the record, did the contractor doing the work at 1630, did he contact the homeowner at 1632 South 21st Street?
Yes, I believe he did.
Okay. And that document was provided to the department?
Yes.
Okay. I'm now showing you a document that's labeled City Exhibit 5. Can you see this document, Inspector Hogan?
Yes.
And what is this document that's labeled City Exhibit 5?
Notification to the property owner at 1632 about intent to extend chimney.
And what was the date that this letter was written?
Looks like 2/18/2024.
And at the bottom of the letter, there's also a certified mail receipt. Can you see that receipt?
Yes.
Can you see the address it was mailed to?
1632 South 21st Street.
And what is the date of the postage stamp?
It's February 20, 2024.
Okay. And this letter contains, have you read this letter? Have you reviewed this letter?
I read the letter, yes.
Okay. And does this letter contain a notice of intent to extend the chimney?
Yes.
Okay. And does this letter also describe that if the homeowner of 1632 fails to accept the offer, that they may be responsible to cure the resultant violation?
Yes.
Okay. And this letter also indicates that it seems like the owner of 1632 had agreed to allow the contractor and property owner of 1630 to extend the chimney at one point, correct?
Objection. It
It
calls for speculation of what this inspector thinks the conversation was between Miss Miller and Sasha.
Okay. So I will sustain the objection if you rephrase, please.
I actually asked Inspector Hogan not to speculate, but to state what the letter says, which is on the screen and will be entered as an exhibit. So based on the letter that you've reviewed, Inspector Hogan, it appears that the contractor initially had permission and that permission was eventually revoked.
Objection. That's not what this letter says. There's
Let's
been
reference
nothing.
specifically what, wait a minute. Let's do this so that we don't get bogged down here. Let's reference specifically the paragraph and statement
Yes.
you.
So I will just read it for the record. It would be, I would say, the third full paragraph on this letter. And it states, we were given verbal permission and written permission in the form of text message to perform this extension. We had a licensed contractor start the work and noticed potentially unsafe conditions. We immediately reported these unsafe underlying conditions to you and requested that you hire an independent chimney contractor to inspect your chimney. We offered to pay for the inspection if it passed. I was invited by you to be present and witnessed the failed inspection. You still had me pay for the inspection and called the inspection company and prohibited them from providing me a copy of the report. You then revoked our permission to extend the chimney/vent, both verbally and via text. Did I read that paragraph correctly, Inspector Hogan?
I believe so.
Okay. So then moving on, I'll move on to the next exhibit. I would just like to note that this, I did include the UPS tracking that notes that this letter was delivered to the homeowner of 1632 South 21st on February 21st, 2024.
Excuse me, Ms. Skiles, you
Yes.
said the homeowner, it says it was delivered to an individual at the premises?
Oh, I apologize. I don't know if it was the homeowner. I just know it was delivered to the property at 1632 South 21st on February 21st. So I'll now move on to City Exhibit 6. Inspector Hogan, can you see the document marked City Exhibit 6?
Yes.
And what is this document?
Seems to be another letter 4/11/2024 to the homeowner of 1632 South 21st Street.
And once again, did you review this letter in preparation for today?
Yes.
And this letter was provided to the department by the contractor and owner of 1630 South 21st Street.
Yes.
And this letter was uploaded into the Eclipse system.
Correct.
Okay. And did this letter also give an additional notice of the contractor's intent to extend the chimney at 1632 South 21st Street?
Correct.
Okay. And once again, this letter indicates that the homeowner of 1632 revoked permission to extend the chimney?
Correct.
Okay. And I would just, this is another copy. It's just the first page of the letter that also has the certified mail receipt. Inspector Hogan, can you tell me where this letter was mailed?
Yes. 1632 South 21st Street on 4/11/2024.
Okay. And then the next page is just the receipt or the tracking information showing that this letter was left with an individual April 13th of 2024. Okay. And so I'm moving on now to City Exhibit 7. Inspector Hogan, can you identify the document labeled City Exhibit 7?
Yes, it's an affidavit of failure of homeowner to respond. This was for, I guess, after not being allowed to
Objection.
continue.
Well, what's the objection, Mr. Denenberg?
It calls for speculation. The letter speaks for itself.
Well, it's noted as an affidavit, so
But I can't cross-examine Eric Feinberg here today. I don't have an opportunity to cross-examine Sasha here today.
okay, but wait. The objection you have for this current question is? Okay, we're going to overrule the objection. Let's proceed.
Yes. So, Inspector Hogan, this you were describing what this document labeled City Exhibit 7 is. Could you continue?
It was just a failure of the homeowner to respond to the contractor to extend the chimney since they were, I think the owner gives a little timeline of his side of the story of when the extension was to take place, when they weren't allowed to do the extension any further, and so on.
Okay. And this affidavit was notarized?
Yes.
And this affidavit was this provided to the department?
Yes.
And this was provided to the department in order to complete that building permit?
Correct.
Okay. And this affidavit, it was uploaded to Eclipse?
Yes.
Okay. And was it the basis of the initial two notice of intents to extend and this affidavit, did that form the basis of the department's decision to issue a violation to the adjacent property owner, Carmela Miller?
Yes.
Okay. And City Exhibit 8, can you identify the document labeled City Exhibit 8?
It's a violation notice in order to correct, dated 5/15/2024.
And who was this violation issued to?
Carmela Miller, 1632 South 21st Street.
And what was the violation cited to Miss Miller?
The chimney wasn't extended and I refused to extend existing chimney.
Okay. And based on your review of the documents provided to LNI, your review of the affidavits, was this violation issued correctly?
I believe so, yes.
And why do you believe that?
They showed proof. The building inspector believed they did their due diligence. They showed proof of contacting and submitted the appropriate forms.
Okay. And once those forms were submitted by the contractor, the burden then shifts to the owner of the adjacent property to extend the chimney.
Correct.
And failure to extend that chimney means that the violation was appropriately issued to that adjacent property and Miss Carmela Miller.
Correct.
Okay. My final exhibit is just the information sheet issued by LNI that walks anyone through the process of issuing these violations and the requirements on contractors. And I have no further questions for Inspector Hogan. I would just ask to move the city exhibits into the record.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Okay, Mr. Dannenberg, do you have any cross-examination?
Sure, thank you. Inspector Hogan, when did Miss Carmela Miller purchase the property at 1632 South 21st Street?
I will object to that as for relevance and as it calls for speculation. Inspector Hogan may not know that information.
I will sustain that objection.
Do you know what happened to the chimney at 1630 South 21st Street?
No.
Do you know that the chimney was removed from the property at 1630 South 21st Street?
No.
Do you know that Miss Miller has been a resident of 1632 South 21st Street for more than 25 years before the property was sold to ENS 1630 South 21st Street?
I'll object to relevance.
Mr. Dannenberg, I'm not sure where you're headed here. None of
can we
that
skip-
was part of his previous testimony. Because you can certainly put on what you think is relevant once you put your case on, but I'm not sure what Mr. Hogan, how he can respond to those issues.
Then I'll focus on the ordinance then. Did you ever reach out to Carmela Smith Miller before you issued a violation?
Did I? No.
Did anybody from the Department of License Inspection go down and speak to Miss Miller to get her side of the story prior to May 15th, 2024?
No. I didn't issue the violation, so I wasn't in contact.
Who issued the violation on May 15th, 2024?
The area inspector.
Okay, what's his name?
I could look it up.
If I told you there was no name of the inspector on the May 15, 2024 notice of violation. You usually put the names on the violation notices?
Yeah, absolutely.
And you have an opportunity to take a look at the City Exhibit 8 to see if there's a name of an inspector who could have done further investigation to get the other side of the story. Could I ask the city to put up Exhibit C8?
Yes.
Ms. Skiles, are you able to do that?
Yes,
Okay.
just 1 second.
And maybe we could stipulate there is no name of an inspector.
Fred
that I
Wiggum.
was- Did you?
Yeah.
Did you talk to Fred Wiggins before you came here today?
I did.
Right? And did Mr. Wiggins ever tell you that he went down and spoke to Miss Miller to get her
I did
side
not.
of the story?
He did not say that.
Now, there was a second violation issued on June 15th, 2024, correct?
I'll object to relevance as that's not before the board today. I haven't reviewed that violation.
It's the
and-
same notice.
Are you talking about the final
The
notice of
final
violation?
notice. Yes.
Okay.
Is that part of your exhibit
It's
package, Ms.
not part of,
Giles?
no, it's not. But I can stipulate that after an initial notice is issued and violations are left uncomplied, a final notice often goes out.
Okay.
Was the city aware of that an appeal was filed with the Board of License and Inspection on May 23rd, 2024?
Any response? Mr.
Excuse me?
Hogan?
Was I aware of?
The appeal that was filed by Ms. Smith Miller.
I wasn't aware of that appeal at that time. Now,
Did you ever go out and visit the property
I never was on the roof. Now,
at any time before today's hearing?
no, I was on the front of the property. I was never on the roof.
Okay. And do you know who Jim Kelly is?
I'm going to need to ask for an
No,
offer of
excuse
me,
proof.
can I have some leeway here?
Wait. You raised a name that wasn't part of the previous testimony, so we need to get some sense of this. What's the relevance of this person, Jim Kelly?
Because he's one of the people that I sent the hold harmless indemnity agreement to, along with Ms. Giles.
Okay. Well, why
did
don't
not-
you can make that part of your case when you present your case then?
No, I have the right to cross-examine a witness
Sure.
to find out what the city uploaded on the website for the conversations that we had with the contractor.
Okay, and the
You
city
can't
has.
bar me from doing that.
No, the city has presented the information that it has for the case. And if you identify someone that he has testified about, sure, you have a freedom to ask him about it. He didn't know who this person, the board certainly didn't know the name and its relevance to the case. So I'm asking for, who is this Jim Kelly and
Did
what's
Ms.
his relevance?
Okay, I'll rephrase the question. Did Ms. Giles ever provide you with a copy of the hold harmless agreement that I prepared for the contractor and the homeowners to sign after July of 2025?
And I'm going to object to that because it was part of settlement discussions that occurred months after the violation was issued. Those discussions have no relevance to the issuance of the violation and the reason the violation was issued.
It goes to the whole part of the case that there were conversations between my client and the contractor regarding extending the chimney. There has been no conversation.
Okay, well, there's an objection, and I'm going to sustain the objection and ask that you proceed on.
I'd like to note my objection to your
So noted for the record.
because this
You
is the
noted it for the
notice.
record. So, Mr. Dennenberg, I'd ask you to move on, please.
Are you aware of any conversations that occurred between the contractor and Miss Miller after June 15th of 24?
I'm aware of the letters that we went over. I'm not
That's
sure
not
the
my
exact number.
question, Mr. Hogan. My question is, are you aware of any conversations between the contractor and Miss Miller?
I'm not aware of those conversations.
I would just like to place an objection on the record. Mr. Dennenberg specifically stated he was asking about conversations that occurred, I believe he said after June of 2024. This violation was issued May 15th of 2024. Anything that happened after that date is irrelevant for purposes of today's hearings.
So
There's
noted
an
your
appeal.
objection. Well, let me respond to the objection. I'm going to overrule the objection. Mr. Hogan has already responded. So if you want to repeat your response, Mr. Hogan, you may.
I'm sorry. What was the question?
did you have any conversations?
No,
I got to finish my question. With
No,
The
no, no, Mr. Denenberg, repeat the question you asked earlier, which was
I'll
he
I'll
aware
ask-
of conversation?
Were you aware of any conversations between Miss Miller and Sasha, the contractor, after June 15th of 2024?
no.
Would you think it would be important while this appeal is going on to investigate what agreements were being made between the homeowner and the contractor?
I'm going to object. It calls for speculation.
Mr. Denenberg, I'm going to sustain that objection. And please continue on. If you have any more, then you can present whatever you think is relevant when you present your case.
Would you agree with me that the chimney was there, the existing chimney was at the property 25 years before the second homeowner bought the property in January of 2023?
I'm assuming it had a chimney. Yes.
And do you know if the contractor sought permission from the city to put up the roof deck and notified the city that there was an existing chimney there on the neighbor's roof?
He had zoning approval, so I would assume that it was, you know what I mean? You got a zoning permit and a building permit.
Is there
So
anything in the city record showing that the contractor, Subversive Building Services LLC, notified the city that there was an existing chimney on the party wall of the property between 1632 and 1630 South 21st Street?
I don't know the answer to that question.
Do you know if Mr. Wiggins ever went to the roof to see that the existing chimney was on the roof of 1632 South 21st Street before the
Yes.
permits?
Yeah, I mean, I'm yes, there definitely had to have been a chimney. I'm assuming. Yeah, I agree with you.
Do you know if Mr. Wiggins ever went up on the roof?
Yeah, well, he had to inspect the roof deck, so he was up. Yes.
And are there any pictures in the city's file regarding the chimney that existed before the city issued its permit to put a roof deck on 1630 South 21st Street?
I didn't notice any photo.
And you're not privy to any conversations of what occurred after the LNI issued its violation, is that correct?
I'll again object to relevance.
It's very relevant.
You've asked and it's been responded to previously, so I'll sustain the objection.
It's all the questions I have.
Thank you. Any additional witnesses, Ms. Skiles?
No additional witnesses.
Okay, Mr. Denenberg, you're up.
I have a question for
Okay.
Mr. Hogan.
Yes.
If you get a building permit and you submit that you're going to put a roof deck on the property, when you submit the plans for, when the owner submits plans to the city to get that building permit, does the owner have to show on the plans the existence of a chimney on the party line?
I'm not completely sure of the answer to that question, but for most of these houses that we're talking about, like they all have chimneys and the houses are so small that it's assumed that a chimney would be, you know what I mean? Like there is a chimney. If you have a roof deck in a smaller row home, you're pretty much, you're going to be near the chimney.
Well, would the city issue a permit that permits a roof deck knowing there's a chimney, or would it say we can't issue the permit for the roof deck unless the chimney is dealt with?
I
don't know
think that they issue the permit and then these regulations have been enacted to try to have people come together and get that extension done. I think before people were, it might have been like an agreement and, we'll extend it. Here, I think the directive is showing who exactly has to take care of it.
Thank you.
I have a question for Ms. Skiles.
Yeah.
I believe it was on Exhibit 1 where in there noted the report of the inspection from 1632.
Would you like me to reshare my screen?
Please do. Should indicate the report
I
of
have-
inspection by the private company for 1632.
Oh, yes, it's in the initial,
Exhibit.
I believe this might be the exhibit you're referring to.
Yes, that's the conditions. Can you make that a little larger, please?
Yes.
Now, this is the inspection report from a private company other than L&I.
Yes. Yes.
As 32 existed. Is this prior to the rooftop deck or after the violation was written?
This was prior to.
Any additional questions?
No, thank you.
Okay. Mr. Hogan, what's the current condition of the chimneys? What's the circumstance today?
I believe that the extension was originally put up and taken down, and there's no extension. So
On which, Mr. Denenberg, you'll need to mute yourself if you're going to have a conversation with the client, because we can hear your conversation.
there's no extension on the chimney as of today.
Okay, so the current condition is that on 1630 and 1632, are both those chimneys in violation?
There is no chimney on the.
So, Mr.
neighbor's house.
Denenberg, Mr. Denenberg, please.
He's never been on the
So,
roof,
Mr.
sir.
Denenberg, please, I'm asking the question. I'm asking you not to intrude, okay? You will have an opportunity when you present your case. You had an opportunity to cross the examination. I get to ask my question without interruption. Mr. Hogan, explain to me the current condition of the chimneys at 1630 and 1632.
The house with the
Note
roof
my
deck on it.
objection for the record that he's never been on the roof.
Mr. Denenberg,
I have to-
if you don't comply, Mr. Denenberg, we're going to mute you. Mr. Hogan, answer my question.
The building permit and the mechanical permit for the house with the deck passed all its inspections.
Okay. Do we have any
So
visual?
the house next door, the chimney still needs to be extended.
Okay. Do we have any visual record of the current condition? Photographs or other images?
I do not today, because they're located on the roof.
I thought the question was to Mr. Hogan, and now the attorney is answering the question.
Okay. Mr. Hogan, he's correct. Mr. Hogan, do you have any visual record of the current roof condition?
No.
Okay. And I guess Ms. Skiles, in this kind of case, is there a request or record of some kind of photographic image? Either someone climbs the roof and or put up a device to take a photograph of the roof?
I'm sorry, I don't quite understand.
I mean, is it part of the process to have someone, do you know? Well, actually, I should be asking Mr. Hogan.
I think I can, because this violation was issued because of a permit, because work
Yes.
was being done on a permit. So we don't have as many typical photographs as we do where we get a complaint, take photographs. Because this was done during the scope of a permit, there were inspections. However, those photographs, I may not have them because they were as part of a permit completion, not a response to a complaint of a violation.
Okay. All right, thank you. Any additional questions?
Yes, Inspector Hogan. The chimney that needed to be extended you haven't been on the property, so you may or may not be able to answer this question. But I'm assuming this chimney was a shared chimney, I'll get the word out, shared chimney for both 1630 and 32. And it was on both sides of the party wall between these two properties. You may or may not.
I'm not
be
sure
able
about
to-
that.
Okay, all right, but typically, I guess in your experience, a chimney between two row houses would be one that served both properties. Is that correct? Or would there be separate chimneys or?
Yeah, I think there would be separate, more instances of being separate chimneys. That, you know, they might look like one cap on the roof, but they
Yes.
have separate flues from each side of the party
Okay.
wall. You know what I mean?
So
Like,
it looks like one unified chimney, however, it has two chambers, one from each property inside that. chimney.
sometimes, yes. Usually you can see them on row houses.
Thank you.
Any additional questions for Mr. Hogan?
I have one
Inspect-
additional question.
Would it, oh,
Okay, wait a minute.
I have a question.
Yeah. Mr.
Inspector Hogan, is it the department's procedure to get approval from the adjacent property prior to the permit being issued to build the chimney?
I'm not sure about that, to be honest with you.
Wouldn't that make much more sense and we wouldn't be here today?
Well, yeah, I think that's what these provisions have addressed, because when I, like, not to tell war stories, but like there used to be arguments and you would have to put fix my roof and I'll extend your chimney. I think they kind of put some of these provisions into, basically the code is I think everybody here knows the chimney has to be extended. I think it's between these two parties, you know what I mean, that are fighting it out.
But the department issued the permit to build without getting approval of the existing, correct?
May I?
Yes, Ms.
These regulations were adopted January of 2024 and put into effect January of 2024. The permit was issued, I believe it was May or June of 2023, which is your question, to answer your question, currently, today, you would need approval prior to getting a permit. However, this is why you're kind of seeing this happen mid-permit here, is because of the regulations when they came into effect. This permit was already halfway through, midway through.
Thank you.
Mr. Denton,
Go ahead.
Mr. Denenberg, you had an additional question?
Do you know what happened to 1630 South 21st Street's chimney liner flue? Mr. Hogan?
I'll object
No.
to relevance.
Overruled.
It's a,
Yeah, answer the question, Mr. Hogan.
I said no.
if I told you that there is no chimney to 1630 South 21st Street after the building permit was issued, the chimney was removed. Were you aware of that?
I was not aware of that.
Were you aware that the entire house at 1630 was converted to electric?
They passed all their inspections, right?
And
I'm
I would
asking-
again object to
I'm
relevance
getting
of this line
confused.
of.
Wait. In this instance, okay, there's an objection regarding the question regarding the use, the power for the property. And I will overrule the objection and ask Mr. Hogan to respond. Mr. Hogan?
What's the question? I'm sorry.
Were you aware that the entire house at 1630 South 21st Street no longer has a chimney because it was converted all into electric?
No, I wasn't aware of that.
That's all the questions I have.
Okay, thank you.
And I did want to offer, if it would be helpful to the board, I can show an aerial photograph
That
of
would be
the,
helpful.
of the, okay. So as you can see, this is 1630 with the roof deck. This is 1632 here, and I believe that is the chimney.
It's not the chimney. Chimney's on the line. That's not the chimney. Chimney's on the party wall.
Oh, then I do have a photograph of that.
Okay.
Brief indulgence. Yeah.
Ms. Giles, are you looking for an additional
If I
photograph?
could just have, I know I have a photo. I'm just looking for it in the
Okay.
case file. Okay, I do have it now. Okay. I will share my screen. I believe. Okay. This is 1630. This is 16, sorry, my mouse. 1632 is the tan.
Okay,
And I believe
so what are we looking at?
Right.
Inspector Hogan, can you see the photograph?
Hello, yes.
And is the chimney visible in this photograph?
I see a vent pipe. I don't see the chimney.
So that's not the chimney. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, never mind. This is the photograph I had. This is the photograph of the rear of the party wall.
Okay, now what, if you would put back up the previous photograph?
The aerial.
Yes, the
photograph?
aerial, just for a moment. And Mr. Hogan, I think I have a question for you regarding that photograph, that image.
Excuse me, Chairman Woodson.
Yes.
I just want to confirm, is that photo going to be entered into exhibits as part of the exhibit packet?
Not that, no.
Thank you.
Okay, now Mr. Hogan, can you identify the properties, the roofs is we're looking at, which is which?
The violation was written because the chimney was 10 foot. It was within 10 feet of the roof deck.
Okay, now which property is 1632? Is the one with the white roof, is that 1632?
1632, so it's 3 from the corner. 1632 is the white roof, correct?
Okay, and 1630 is.
Oh, there's the address. I mean, yeah, there's the numbers.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I just want to get a sense of can you identify the chimney for 1632 and also the deck for 1630?
I can't see the chimney now.
Okay, are you able to distinguish the deck?
Yeah, the deck is pretty much where the number is for 1630.
Okay. And those items, is that a
The deck is
chairs?
basically the entirety.
Okay, and are those furniture on the roof?
It looks like 1630 has looks like chairs.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Yes.
That answers my question. All right, thank you.
So wait, back to that picture. What you're saying is that the chimney on 1632, if it's anywhere within 10 feet of the roof deck, it could be inside the property line, but if it's anywhere within 10 feet of the adjacent property, it has to be extended or at least 7 feet to be at least 7 feet above the deck, the deck.
Correct.
The floor is the deck.
On the adjacent property, okay. So the chimney didn't necessarily have to be on the party line, it could be
No,
inside.
no, it could be on the other property.
Yes.
And this is for both people, by the way. Like, I hope that there's no exhaust going into 32's house either. You know what I mean? Like 30 has a deck that might have, you know what I mean? This is for both parties here.
Now, 1628, although not part of this event, also has a roof deck. Is that, it appears as well?
Apparently, yes.
And there's no chimney argument with that property that
I
you're
guess-
aware of?
I don't know.
You're right. Okay. All right, thank you. All right. Mr. Denenberg, I believe is your opportunity to present your case.
Thank you. Ms. Miller, you've been sworn in. How long have you owned the property at 1632 South 21st Street?
Since September of 1999.
Can everybody hear her?
Yes.
Thank you. And who do you live there with?
Myself.
And could you describe the home? How many stories?
It's a 2-story, 3-bedroom home.
And did there come a time that the house at 1630 was going up for sale?
Yes.
You remember when that was?
Around January of 2023, or maybe prior to that, the homeowner, I sought out the contractor to purchase the home at 1630 for the previous homeowner.
And when you say you sought out, did you seek out ENS 1630 South 21st Street LLC to purchase 1630 South 21st Street?
I don't know what the name of the company was, but Sasha is the contact person that I spoke with to get the property purchased.
And was Sasha the contractor who was doing the work for Subversive Building Services LLC?
Yes.
And they were the ones who did the work at 1630 South 21st Street?
Correct.
And all your conversations were with Sasha?
Correct.
Tell the panel in your own words when the construction started at 1630 South 21st Street.
I believe it was in 2023. I'm not sure the exact timeline.
And was the chimney of 1630 South 21st Street connected to your chimney at 1632 South 21st Street?
Yes.
What happened to the chimney at 1630 South 21st Street?
They tore it down.
At any time, did Subversive Building Services LLC come to you and say, during the construction of the roof deck, we need your permission to put this roof deck on?
No.
Did the city of Philadelphia ever come to you, any inspectors ever come to you before the roof deck was built saying, you have to give permission to build the roof deck?
No.
Now, did there come a time that Sasha needed to go into your home to check your heater?
So, yes.
Could you tell the panel when that was?
When he was trying to put that 10-foot, 7-foot, I don't know what size tower on, he asked me, could he come in and look at my chimney because they saw my liner didn't seem to be appropriately fixed inside the chimney. So I allowed him in my property to look at my chimney because he indicated that something was wrong with my chimney liner at the time that he was attempting to put that 10-foot tower onto my chimney.
And was that in February of 2024?
Yes.
And you saw the city's exhibit, which was the first letter, February 18th of 2024, exhibit C5. Did you ever bar the contractor from going into the house?
No.
Did you have a good relationship with Sasha, the contractor for ENS 1630 South 21st Street?
Yes.
Did you ever revoke? Well, strike that. Did you ever tell Sasha that he could not put up the 7 or 10-foot tower on your chimney.
Yes.
Why did you do that?
So after he looked at my chimney and indicated there was something wrong with my liner, he said I should get it inspected and he would pay for the inspection.
Did you get an inspector?
I contacted an inspecting company. He came in my property, looked at my chimney in the basement, and then Sasha offered him to come into his property and access the chimney through his roof deck.
And was there any problems with your liner of your chimney?
The inspector did not indicate any issues with my liner or my chimney. However, Sasha contacted the chimney company and asked them to send a failed inspection to him.
And did the chimney company send Sasha a failed inspection of your chimney liner?
They did not. They sent him a blank inspection document, which did not indicate that there was anything wrong with my chimney.
Did you ever stop communicating with the contractor Sasha from Subversive Building Services LLC anytime that he wanted to come into your home?
No, because after the time he came in my property relating to looking at the chimney, that was the last time he asked for access to my property.
Okay. Did you ever reject him from reinstalling the 7-foot chimney extension?
I did.
And why did you do that?
Because after he tried to get a failed inspection from the chimney company, I no longer wanted him to put that chimney extension on my property.
And did you hire my office in attempts to negotiate a resolution with the homeowners of 1630 South 21st Street and Sasha, the subcontractor?
I did, because on May 9th, Sasha texted me and told me that there was a violation onto my property that I was not aware of. And that's at the time I found out there was the violation put on my property by the city. And I contacted License and Inspection to get notification, because there was never a formal notification provided to me until I contacted the city.
Did either a individual from the city named, bear with me, Thomas Wiggins ever contact you or come to speak to you about this chimney issue?
No.
Did Inspector Hogan ever come to speak to you about the chimney issue?
No one from the city spoke to me about the chimney issue.
Did you ever stop speaking with the subcontractor regarding the chimney issue?
No.
Are you concerned that once you allow the extension to be put onto your chimney, that the subcontractor will close its business and you'll be holding the bag?
Yeah, if that chimney liner extension gets put on my chimney and something happens, then I'm responsible for the cost of repair, or if someone get injured.
And did you ask our office to formulate a hold harmless agreement between the current owners, Subversive Building Services, and send that to them for their signature?
Yes.
Did you agree to let them put up the chimney extension under this agreement?
If we agreed, if they signed the agreement.
Did Sasha ever sign this agreement?
Not that I'm aware of.
Are you aware that I sent this agreement to Mr. Kelly and Ms. Skiles on July 10th, 2025, while we were negotiating the resolution of this case?
Yes.
Have you ever not responded to the city on this extension?
What do you mean by that?
Would you always communicate with the city?
I was just getting notifications of the court hearing from the city. That's the only communication that I had.
And you would agree to put up the extension if you get a hold harmless agreement signed by the contractor?
Yes.
And they never agreed to that?
Correct.
And you don't see them here today?
No.
Also, could the homeowner move the fence back 10 feet from the extension of the chimney and still have half its roof deck?
I believe so, yes.
Objection. I'm going to object as it calls for speculation and to its relevance.
It's 10. Yeah,
I have an objection, so I'm going to sustain the objection.
Can I ask a question?
no.
Oh.
Did the city ever indicate, if you're aware, that the owners of 1630 South 21st Street could move their railing back 10 feet and comply with the city law?
No.
Bear with me 1 second. Could I ask the city to put up the one picture of the roof?
The aerial photograph?
Yes, please. Because I don't think it was in the packet. But I have no objection to the picture.
Just,
Ms. Smith Miller, are you able to see the fence or railing that was built on 1630 South 21st Street in this picture?
I believe so, yes.
And you see your chimney would be about 2 feet away from that railing.
Correct.
And if the homeowners moved their fence line back 10 feet toward the chairs, they would comply with the city's requirement. Is that correct?
Yes.
I don't have any further questions.
Okay, thank you. Any,
Chairman Whitten, sorry, Lynn Rideout, Huber Board Counsel, Counsel for the city. Can you identify what you put up on the screen? Because I believe it's not an exhibit.
yes.
Oh, sorry. If you can please identify that for the record, because I don't believe it's an actual document that you submitted. Thank you.
Yes, and I can submit an addendum after the hearing. This is an aerial photograph taken from the City of Philadelphia's website. It's called Atlas, and it shows an aerial view of 1630 South 21st and 1632 South 21st Street.
If you can then do an addendum, that would be great.
Yes, I
Thank you.
Okay. I'm sorry, were you still looking at the photograph? Okay.
Ms. Miller,
Yes.
let me get this. Ms. Skiles, you had any cross-examination?
Yes, yes, please. Okay, Miss Miller, where is your chimney located?
If you can bring that picture up again,
The
Please.
aerial photograph or the one
Yes.
taken from behind?
the
Okay.
aerial photograph. So I don't know
If she approaches the screen, can the city see that?
there's a little box right there alongside the adjacent wall of 1630. Move your hand over somewhat towards the right. Bring your cursor towards the right.
I think it go towards the front of the property, the other
Yeah,
direction.
yeah, right there, right
That's
there.
it.
Yes.
That's
right
your
there.
chimney. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So that's your chimney right there.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for that clarification. Okay. So Miss Miller, you testified that you did eventually revoke the permission of the neighboring contractor to extend your chimney.
Correct.
Okay. And your appeal, brief indulgence. apologize. Okay. Your appeal states that you responded to the contractor in writing on numerous occasions. Is that correct?
Yes,
Do you have any of those documents here with you today to present to the board?
yes.
Is there a reason you didn't present them as part of your case in chief?
They're with my attorney.
Okay. Okay. I have no further questions for Ms. Miller at this time.
Any redirect, Mr. Denenberg?
Did the city ever ask me to a formal discovery request for this hearing that you're aware of?
No, this is your
asking
appeal,
my-
Mr. Denenberg. I expected any evidence that you had to be presented at the hearing. And I have no.
Okay, Mr.
Yeah.
Denenberg, this is your opportunity if you had redirect. If you
I
don't, then
don't, I don't have any redirect.
do you have any additional witnesses, Mr. Denenberg?
I have no additional witnesses.
Okay, thank you. Okay, then I will invite the counsel, Mr. Denenberg, to present any closing argument, of course, Ms. Skiles afterwards, after which we will take a short executive session and then we'll come back and vote. Mr. Denenberg?
Thank you, and thank you for listening to this most important case. 25 years ago, my client bought a house that she's resided at 1632 South 21st Street. It's never had a violation with the city. It's never been involved with any city litigation. And 3 years ago, she found the contractor to rehab the house at 1630 South 24th Street. The chimney was existing there since 1925 when the house was built. She never moved the house. The chimneys never moved. The city was aware and the contractor was aware when they were going to extend a roof deck to the second floor of 1630 that chimney existed. The city let the chimney stay and remain there. The contractor never got the approval from Miss Miller. The homeowners never got the approval. They got it from the city, who never came out to investigate that there was a chimney next to where this deck was going to be built. When the letters started to come in February of 2024, my client let the contractor into her home to inspect the heater, to make sure everything was functioning. And if you look at the violation notice, and this is important, the violation of B3307.1.2R, it says, 1, that the property owner has not responded. Not responded to who? You heard the testimony of Carmela Smith Miller, that she's always spoken to the contractor and worked with the contractor. So the city hasn't met its burden there. And then the second one says, or has rejected notice of the work. We have never rejected notice of the work because we sent the contractor and the homeowners a hold harmless agreement. And I tell this panel, at no time would you let a third-party contractor put a 7-foot extension on your roof, on your chimney, and let them walk away without having something signed. No way, no how. Who put Miss Miller in this situation? The city put Miss Miller in this situation. The contractor put Miss Miller in this situation. We tried to resolve this by agreements, never non-communicating. So the city doesn't meet its burden saying the owner refused to extend the existing chimney. This agreement was sent to Ms. Stiles over a year ago. And I have plenty of other writings negotiating with the contractor to resolve this matter. My client is innocent. The ones who put my client in the situation are the city of Philadelphia and the contractor. The problem could get solved if they move the gate back 10 feet. The deck will still be half the roof deck, and everybody will be in compliance with the city code. Don't compel my client to have liability in 5 or 10 years when this liner of 10 feet high blows off and injures somebody on the sidewalk. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Skiles?
Yes. Just to start out, Mr. Denenberg was talking about the city's burden. We can't meet our burden. And as this board knows, this is Mr. Denenberg's appeal, his appellant's appeal. The burden rests with them today. It's the appellant's responsibility today to bring affirmative evidence that this violation was issued in error. Mr. Denenberg states that he has multiple writings. However, none of them were presented today. There was testimony by Ms. Miller presented today, but that was the only evidence presented in appellant's appeal. And Ms. Miller admitted in her testimony that she did revoke the permission to extend the chimney. I think the code is very clear on this. Yes, the contractor they were aware that there was a chimney. However, the code requires them to seek permission from the owner to extend that chimney to comply with the code. However, upon refusal, that burden then shifts to the homeowner, which happened here. I don't think we disagree on the facts of this case. I think we all agree on the timeline and what happened. There's just a disagreement as to the law. But the city's position is that the law is very clear and that when Ms. Miller refused to allow the contractor to extend the chimney, the burden then shifted to her, and that the department was correct in issuing Ms. Miller a violation of the code. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We will take a short executive session and return and vote on the record. Thank you. Mr. Kelly, prepared to go back on the record?
Yes, Chair.
Okay. All righty. Just one moment. We will now poll the board regarding HA 2024-002329, 1632 South 21st Street, Carmela Miller. We will begin the vote. City affirmed.
City affirmed. City affirmed.
Appeals abstain.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
Okay, the majority vote is city affirmed, which means Ms. Miller, you've lost your appeal. Of course, as you're aware, Mr. Denenberg, you may appeal this decision to the Court of Common Pleas. Thank you very much for your participation. Everyone have a good afternoon. The witnesses are excused.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Board.
Yep. Okay, let's move on to our next matter.
Yep, that brings us to number 13 on the list, appeal ending 2958 for 7001 Rising Sun Avenue. Appellant Olu Watabi, I'm going to spell the last name, Meawonu.
Who's representing the city?
Cordell Spires for the city.
Okay, is the appellant present?
I have not seen the appellant.
Okay, is anyone present representing the interests of 7001 Rising Sun Avenue? Olawatobi, Miwanu. Anyone present? Anyone present? No one is responding. Let's confirm service.
Appellants in this matter listed 7001 Rising Sun Avenue, Philadelphia, PA on the appeal application. Notice of today's hearing was sent to that same mailing address on March 27th, 2026.
Okay, there's been no response. Service has been confirmed. What is your pleasure, Mr. Spires?
Yes, the city would request that this matter be dismissed for failure to appear.
Okay, what time do we have?
3:23 PM.
3:23 PM. We will poll the board regarding HA 2025-002958, 7001 Rising Sun Avenue, Olawatobi, Minwanu. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismiss for failure to appear. Dismiss for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you very much. Next matter.
Yep, that brings us to number 48 on the list. This is a continuance request. That is appeal ending 3483 for 3037 Arbor Street. Appellant Gina Battaglini, doing business as Ginark Investments and Management. I do apologize, this was just missed earlier. This was a appellant's continuance request. for
Okay,
today.
okay, who's representing the city in this matter? 3037 Arbor Street.
Good afternoon, board members. I am Alana Larson.
Okay, Mr. Larson, any response to the request for continuance?
The city doesn't have an objection.
Okay, so we'll note this matter is continued.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I believe that concludes today's list.
Oh, that concludes our list for today. Thank you very much, everyone, for your participation. That concludes today's hearing for May 5th, 2026. Have a good afternoon.